Hi Tony, how are you?
I'm well. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I got a question for you.
Yes.
So I have a friend who's a coach,
Mm-hmm.
and he's
Life coach? What kind of a coach?
coaching athletes.
Mm-hmm.
How can we use astrology or numerology to help athletes achieve greatness?
Well, greatness is in everyone. Tapping into it is the big thing. There is a myth amongst people that if certain planets are very strong in their chart, only then they will be winners. It's strange. I was just studying the astrological charts of two great athletes. These are Michael Jordan and Mr. Wayne Gretzky. Funnily, all those planets that make a great athlete were not so strong in their charts. So, what made them who they are today? Legends in their own lifetimes. So, let's take Mr. Wayne Gretzky. I have a great respect for this gentleman, and we Canadians should be very proud of him. In his astrological chart, the placement of Saturn is very strong.
So what does
And
Saturn bring in?
Saturn brings in intelligence. Saturn brings in his ability to preempt and know what the opponents will do and how his team will react. And therefore, he was able to make a great game plan, a strategy, and he managed to become who he is. The same, the same was for Mr. Michael Jordan. He had a great Saturn, but along with that, the placement of Mars is very strong in his astrological chart, which gave him stamina. And I was surprised to learn today that he actually did not make it to his school team, but he took that up as a challenge and made that as a huge motivational factor for him to become who he is today. So, yes, there are a few combinations of planets which can make the winners, but it's surprising. The champions, the true champions, are the ones who went on in their disciplined way, day after day, to become who they are.
And essentially playing to their skills or
Their strengths, yes. And also, if we look at it from the astrological viewpoint, karmically they became great. So they did not only depend on the planets, they depended more on what they could do, what was in their own self. They brought out the best. So if the sun is strong, usually such people become winners and become famous. But provided they have worked, I'm just talking generally, provided they have worked with their game. Those with the moon have to overcome their mood swings and also have to use their ability to make their game something that people did not anticipate. Those with Jupiter have to be careful of their weight when they are athletes, unless they are sumo wrestlers, then maybe it can come to their advantage. Those with a strong Uranus will always think at a tangent, something totally new. So the surprise element is what they have in them, and they should know it. Someone should point it out to them in their astrological chart. Those with Mercury are people who are versatile, and with their versatility and with their ability to speak, so maybe they are the spokespersons for their own team, they can become winners. Those with a very high Venus have to be very careful that they don't allow the opposite sex to become a distraction for them. But they have immense stamina to be able to be winners. Those with a strong Neptune can be globally known, and so they're in a team, and the next thing you know, they're going for tournaments globally, all over the world. And finally, and most important, again I will say, this is very general. If people want to know about their specific abilities, they're welcome to go on my website, tonyuberoi.com, or call me on 416-829-5750, or text me on this number.
So if an athlete does come to you, what kind of advice can you give them?
First of all, their strengths, how they can use their strengths. I mean, in today's world, mere stamina is not the thing. Are they lucky? Are they able to use, like I said, for example, Uranus? How can they bring about the surprise element? You know? So these little things, and there's a lot more.
That's great, Tony. I'll have to tell them to check out the website.
Sure. Thank you.
Thanks.